And our star guests are Z, Gorgo, and Scorpio.
All right, everybody. Of Immortal Thoughts. Today is going to be a very special occasion. We have Dungeon Master. How are you today? I'm doing pretty fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show today. So,
happy to be here.
Tell me a little bit. Yeah, well, we're happy to have you. Tell me a little bit about your idea. What made the Immortals what it is?
So I started the game back in April when it was free for the PlayStation Plus, and I just started getting into the game, and I didn't know anything about Conan Exiles at first, and then I just started kind of just going from server to server and just kind of checking out different things that made each server unique, and taking those qualities and bringing them together and kind of construing I guess ideas from those servers, like what I felt was the best qualities of those servers, and then just one day I wanted to start a server, so I wanted to take those ideas, compile them together, and make something more experimental but unique to me, as I felt, as far as the game experience goes. So and then I had the idea one day that I wanted to create an NPC clan, and I felt like that alone would, make it that unique quality about it, and also a challenge for players to raid them, because they are raid towers, and organizing parties with other people around the server, whether they're in the same clan or not, and then people sharing the rewards that come from those towers. So the whole philosophy for the NPC clan is you have a group of monsters or thralls that you can kill, and each of them have a certain drop depending on the level of difficulty, and there's of course at the end a treasure room where you can you kill the boss, and the treasure room's locked, so then you of course have to blow up the door, and then once you get in there, the chests are left open; they're not locked, just for that accessibility, for that challenge, and it gives like an MMORPG kind of element to the server. So and that's something that I thought would take off, and I feel like it has, and I've gotten a good response from the community, and especially with ideas to improve, especially future towers. And I feel like it's like a dungeon instance, and every dungeon or tower, I should say, is unique to the other ones that has, and there's certain strategies depending on geographic location, and that players would have to strategize together and take down the tower and figure out the best way to do it, as because I construct them a certain way. Some have elevators, some have stairs, there's some that there's a maze you have to go through and you have to fight through that maze. So there's different qualities and uniqueness to each one, and I feel strongly about the entertainment value of them, and I feel like like I said before, the community as a whole has definitely responded to the appeal of them. So I think.
Yeah, and with that being said, I mean, how do you feel about the current status of the server? I mean,
we have
the last 4 months per se.
It's kind of cool because we're international all times of the day, so you're never online by yourself. Like either a tower goes up, or an event, or there's a lot of different features and quests and events always being planned or going on in the server. And yeah, the community is great. The community communicates well. We have our Discord, and that's the biggest point for me with the Discord is the social aspect, and creating that social environment so people can communicate, and kind of alleviate the miscommunications that could occur. And I feel like that enhances the playing experience for the user or player.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So I think that, and then that's the biggest thing for me with the community is like, you know, they're watching out for each other, and I've noticed, and it's pretty cool, the response, because like, you know, if somebody's base is like off or something, they feel is, you know, oh, you're you know, like your base looks like it might have been attacked, or purge, you know, a purge could have happened. So it's kind of cool, like people looking out for each other. And on top of that, we have players that we consider bandit players, and those are the
Now,
players.
tell me a little bit about those bandit players.
The bandit
What does it take to be a bandit?
So in this server, we make a simple request to have people just kind of register on the Discord and just, you know, just say, hey, I'm here, you know, and just kind of just symbolize your involvement in the server and stuff like that. But bandit players are just if you don't register on the Discord, or you don't, you know, make your presence known, or make an attempt to communicate, then you're considered a bandit, which is an unregistered player. And the biggest thing with you know, registering on the Discord is it gives you like kind of like an insurance policy, if you will, and it kind of just it protects you. You know, there's rules, guidelines that we follow, but it's just, you know, for me, it's like, you know, it's common sense, and you know, and it's not too crazy of rules and policies. And I like to relate it to kind of the real world. You know, if one clan attacks another clan, just like real life, that's a war. Or if like a bandit clan attacks a clan, then that's a bounty. And then that's how we manage the bandits, is we do have a bounty system, and we have rules and guidelines to protect our registered clans. But yeah, it's as simple. If you don't want to be a bandit or consider a bandit clan, then it's just, yeah, simple registration, and then you're added to our clan list, and you're treated as whatever you want to be. You can be a kingdom, you can be a fisherman village. I know we have the Viking clan that's a fisherman village. We have a few that are a trade company and specific to that. So you come here and you could be a kingdom, you could be a trade company, you could be your next Amazon. You know, we have a currency and a player-run economy, and everything's through the players. So little by little, we're developing an economy with multiple marketplaces and different clans contributing, like a store, you know, to that marketplace, which we consider public. And if a location's public, it can't be attacked. But if attacked, then of course it's a bounty, you know. And that's like our system, where if like somebody breaks the rules or doesn't you know, follow the guidelines that we follow, then they get a bounty on their head, and then they have to wait their sentence, depending, like if it's stealing, you know, that's like 3-day bounty. If it's killing or murdering, I like to call it, that's a week bounty. Or if it's like something that's if it's repetitive, then the bounty just kind of it goes longer or increases. And I think a cool feature we have with that is with the bounty, if a player does get a bounty, they can fight for their freedom, which they have to go to our world arena and they have to fight. It depends. If there's other players with a bounty on their head and they're prisoners, and they can fight each other. If there isn't, then substitute for like fighting NPCs, and they can earn their freedom by winning. If they lose, then they don't get the win. They don't get the. And if they get to, I think we're going to agree on 5 wins, then they can earn their freedom.
I see. So gladiatorial combat for your freedom sounds like an awesome thing.
Yep.
I wanted to take a second and talk about faction or clan warring. I know that that's something that's on the horizon for the server, and I was kind of wanting to get your thoughts on how you envision that.
So with clan warring, I know in some cases it can get a little unorthodox, especially in any case of war. It can get a little, you know, like players get competitive, and even like real life war is just war. You know, war has, to a point, you know, you can lay the foundation of rules and guidelines, but there's going to be things that are going to have to be refed and managed, and that's where I come in, and the administrators come in. We act as refs for those wars. But in retrospect to that, in regards to that, it's up to the clan leaders. The clan leaders have to have open communication, and if they don't, then obviously you can misconstrue a few things, and that's where we come in. You know, we make sure that there's open communication with war, and of course, just kind of ref it to our best judgment. If there's something that's off, I will consult the other administrators, and vice versa. They will consult, and we'll make a general council decision. And it's not going to just be in one person, because there's going to be different views, and we have to talk to both parties, of course, because there's going to be different perspectives from both angles, and we have to come up with the best judgment that way. So as far as war goes, it's kind of like as it comes, as it goes, as it happens. And based on the situations, and the players and how we communicate, that's gonna be the biggest thing. But with wars and stuff, so if one clan attacks another clan, that's war. That's initiation of war, and you enter a war pact with that clan, and you're in war for a week, and technically in war mode, it's kind of like if you see each other. There's no penalties when you're in war mode. So if somebody was running from this clan and they ran into somebody from the enemy clan, they can fight, wherever. There's no penalty. There's going to be no bounties when two clans are in war mode. And then after a week, the war pact ends, and then there's a downtime a week after that, and that allows the clans to rebuild, and I feel that's important because especially if one clan happens to be stronger than the other one, or maybe that clan has more members that can log on at a certain time, and there's only a couple for the other clan. It kind of prevents from a clan to completely just destroy or annihilate to the point where that player doesn't want to log in. We don't want that here. We don't want somebody to put all this time in and be frustrated and have their complete build destroyed without, and it's part of the fun. That's part of the game too. But we're trying to alleviate the problems that could go with that, as far as from an entertainment level, an emotional level, and making sure everybody's happy even with everything going on. And we'll try our best. I'll try my best, as an admin or server owner to not compensate, but make the right judgment to help both the winner and the loser, and come up with some sort of solution with that. And again, it's tough to call based on how one clan wars another, but that's why I want that's why I have the cooldown time effect after that, for the sake of just lay off each other for a little bit, and just cool down a little bit. We don't want grudges here. We don't want grudges forming. We don't want people to start getting mad or not even wanting to log in with anxiety. I'm anxious because I'm fighting this clan, but they're a tough clan, or they're giving me, I'm worried about me playing or my build. I don't want that here. So that's why I want, you're in a war pact for a week. That could, and again, this could modify based on what happens. Things could get, things can modify if it gets a little out of hand. It could, that week period could fluctuate. But the downtime, I like a week after, and again, that could fluctuate too, depending how we evolve as a server and how people, especially as we get into war, how they construct that together. But as far as that goes, if you do fight within the cooldown time, then you get a bounty, and then that insinuates the bounty system, because you're attacking a clan when it's in the cooldown phase, so you get the penalty. So, right. And I don't enforce banning people or anything like that. I just throw a bounty on their head if they break the rules, and then I let the server have them.
There you go. Kind of they weed themselves out. So
yeah, they're their own. They hit themselves in the foot with a hammer, kind of thing, or or their hand. That's the kind of philosophy we got going on here.
I see. And then moving forward in the future, what are some things maybe we can expect on the horizon from you? Maybe some stuff that not a lot of us have any idea about.
Well, on the horizon, I am going to I will I'm not sure where I'm going to place it yet, but I am going to take half a tile, and I'm going to create a large raidable city, and that's something I'm going to be probably spending some time on, because right now I've been building little towers around the map. And especially if there's a new clan that spawns, I like to build towers around clans that just started too, and let them farm the towers for a little bit, and then once they're settled, then I just kind of shift where I spawn them. So there's that, and then I'm gonna have a survey plan because I want to see, but by the new year, I want to see if everybody likes the current settings, and probably have a vote on how they want, like our stamina and little functions like that. I'm gonna be putting out some survey notes, and I'm gonna have everybody kind of vote, and then before the new year, come up with based on popular votes, what settings that everybody wants to tweak or change. And I feel like getting a democratic vote for that's probably the best thing. So there's that, and then I'm gonna probably by the new year I gotta discuss it with the other admins, but we're gonna probably do like a kind of like a land rent fee kind of thing, like. As clans get more territory, it's just going to be it's going to be a simple just gold currency. And obviously with Tartarus monsters, and if you hunt Tartarus towers, I do fill the towers up with money, and you could take the gold and you could pay for your land, and we're going to judge it by like kind of quarter, the quarter, four parcels, and each quarter that you claim in a tile adds to how much you pay, but then that's your territory. You can and technically anybody who owns territory or claims territory now, that's your territory. So if people want to make their own laws or concepts or even whatever, they have full reign. It's your territory. So like if we ever get to a point where you claim the land, but like you never know if we might get bandit players. You could have bandit players building in your territory, and it's like, well, that's your territory, that's your square. But if somebody inches in their little bandit house, unregistered player, you have full reign on that bandit,
Awesome. Well, that sounds really fantastic, man. Listen, let me tell you this. Thank you so much for being part of this today. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hey everybody, how about a big hand for Z? Yay!
A clap for myself.
There you go. Everybody clap for themselves. All right. Well, this segment was brought to you by The Purge. The Purge. Ask your doctor about The Purge. It always comes when you don't want it. It's a pain in the ass that won't go away, just like hemorrhoids. It'll bring on things like anal leakage, death, and complete aggravation. Once again, ask your doctor about The Purge. All right, next on the show, we've got Gorgo. Hey, Gorgo, how's it going?
Hi, it's going good.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your gaming history. What brought you to the Immortals?
I've tried PvP servers and PvE, but I just find that a lot of people complain if they're not happy with something. I had PvPs where my whole city and kingdom got destroyed every time I couldn't rebuild or anything, and then my partner found this server and I've just gotten really, really well with it. I can build my kingdom, and I've got stuff to kill with the raid bases, and I just really enjoy it.
Fantastic. Well, we're glad that you're here as well. So tell me some of your likes about the server. What do you like the best?
I like that you've got to actually grind to level up and do things. And then there's not just one simple thing to do. There's lots of different things, and each raid base is different. And how everyone actually gets on, and everyone communicates in their own way.
Anything else that you like specifically about the server itself?
I say I like the settings. I don't know really. So I just like it all really. I can't find anything that I dislike at the moment.
And that's funny because I was just going to ask you: if there's anything you would think about changing on the server, what would it be?
Me personally, I wouldn't change anything. I enjoyed everything. Because I do everything. I build, I fight, I'll do dungeons. I do everything, which helps me level up.
Yeah. All right. As far as the future goes, what direction would you like to see the server kind of grow in? You know, being that we just talked to Z and kind of saw his vision for the future. Any things you'd like to add while we have the man here with his full attention?
Well, I think it needs to put in the whole idea of the lower part of the map, like the Newbie River, needs to be easier raid bases, and like how the map is in general. Obviously, when you kill a shellback, it's easy, but when you go up into the snow, you've got saber-tooths. They're fun to kill, but awkward. I need, like, say, do things like that. Just make it easier down below, and just get harder and harder, like a challenge.
I think that could be a good implementation if we could make that happen.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
tell me one of your favorite memories from the game here so far. Something maybe you think is the most funny, most interesting dungeon you've gone into, something to that effect.
I was an admin for another server for a while, and I built a underwater maze. That was quite amusing, actually. For people, because if you took one wrong turn, you'd end up running out of breath, and obviously you die. So hearing people scream and swear at you is actually quite amusing. So yeah.
And you were talking earlier about having been played on PvP servers and having been destroyed and whatnot. Would you say that that's probably the worst experience you've had playing this game so far?
I think the worst experience is I had a server where the admin would sell your location for real money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
no matter where you built, she would go around, find everyone's location, and she'd sell it for real money. So you weren't safe.
Wow, that's pretty wild, man. I didn't know something like that could even exist legally.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about your clan. Tell me about Sparta.
Well, we are Sparta. I'm Gorgo, and then my boyfriend is Leonidas. And we're just building up our kingdom. Eventually I would like to build like a gladiator ring and stuff like that. Just for people to come. I'm going to make a little bar as well with some dancers, and just somewhere where people can fight and drink and laugh and chill.
All right, sounds awesome. So, with regard to Sparta, are you guys going to specialize in anything like, maybe weaponsmithing, armor smithing, food, anything of that nature?
Maybe in the long run we'll possibly do some armory and stuff, as we've managed to get a named armor. But right now we're still getting on our feet, so I'm just trying to build up our walls and our kingdom and everything.
All right. And how does it feel to be a girl player? What are some of the insights you could provide to us silly men that don't know much?
If you don't have your mic on and no one knows you're a girl, then it's actually not too bad. But being a girl gamer, it's quite entertaining sometimes, because you do get some weird messages from people, and then you do quite often get people that want to help you with every little thing, and they think you're helpless. So, oh, please save me.
So there's a stigma of the damsel in distress, so to speak?
Yes. Yeah. Which, yeah, kind of like that. Fuck you.
You're not obviously in distress.
No. It's alright, I'll remember that, don't you worry.
I'm sure you will.
I'd like to add that I'll find your base later and blow you up, it's fine. I'm joking.
I guess a war has begun. So is there anything else you'd like to add today? Thoughts? Some immortal thoughts?
No, not really. I'm hoping in the long run we might start recruiting people for Sparta.
Kind of want to expand a little?
A little bit, yeah. We don't want too many people, and we would like weirdos like us.
There you go. Weirdos are always welcome. I think that's one of the best things about this server myself.
Definitely.
Well, how about a big round of applause for Miss Gorgo? Thank you so much for
Woo!
joining us today.
Thank you.
Yay! All right. This segment was brought to you by the Yellow Lotus Potion. Why regret it when you can just reset it? The Yellow Lotus Potion. Last up on the show, and certainly not least, is the great and mighty Scorpion. Scorpion, tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of online games. Actually, this is the first PS4 game that I've been playing. I'm normally a PC guy myself, and played a lot of years of Dungeons and Dragons online, for way too long. So yeah, when this came up, I saw it, joined up when they had the free offer with the PS4 Plus. So yeah, I've been in since, and it's been brilliant. Great.
Fantastic. And tell me a little bit about your clan.
Yeah, well, I started solo. Been solo for quite a long time. I've been here a long time. So Poison, we just basically arrived in a sandstorm. I arrived basically and died instantly in a sandstorm.
Nice.
And since then, I've been struggling to survive. But now I've got quite a kingdom. I've got some clanmates. We're small, but have little bases all over the place.
Yeah, I
use
can see
that
that.
to go out and do our thing. So.
All right, awesome. Well, that's that. Obviously, time will grow you, and we're glad you're here as well. And tell me a little bit about what you like best about being with the Immortals.
Well, I guess, I can do anything I want, really. Obviously, there are some rules, but I think the raiding of the Tartarus Towers is good for me. Love I actually do. And it's been great to team up sometimes. It doesn't always go as planned. Had some disasters. Particularly the two clans try to raid the same. Tower Raid, we've discovered that doesn't work. So the thralls start or us. Right.
Right.
We have to work. But but they're trying to do it. Of course, rewards are great. Like all the building materials, which basically enabled us to expand. So we've got all over the map now.
Yeah, I've noticed that you have a lot of satellite locations spread out all over. It makes for pretty wide coverage and short distance running to everything. I think it's a smart idea.
I consider myself a kind of strike force. So I have a little mini armies, which I'll talk about later, and the problem having with my little army. But yeah, the strike force. All the but now we're and expect more, so it's enabling me to do other things.
Right. And what do you think about the wonderful sounds that the characters are making now? Like the overwhelming nuance of disease and debauchery.
Yeah, I was noticing that it's so quiet standing. Four of us, there's no noise. I'm going, this is... My base, I got a lot of performers in my base at the moment. Some pretty horrific noises.
I can only imagine late at night the sounds of the moans and groans. It must sound like the burning of Rome.
Yeah, I keep my headphones on so my wife doesn't hear all that.
Right. That would be a little bit disconcerting if she did. She might think you're up to something no good there, sir. So, what do you like? What do you dislike most about the server? What would you change if you were in control?
I think there's any other change. They're not live. It's just that I have this, the PS4 now promised these relic hunters. There's a lot of them. I have just a lot of performers. But actually forced that change tactics. So actually it's not been bad to choose. around in my base and in my walls, but it's for go to the volcano and find other so it actually pretty positive in the way I came. So it's made me do other things that I'd rather get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. And does your clan offer any specialized services? Anything we should know about? Food, drink, hookers?
I think we offer best and that's what we do the best. If you need a tower looking after, so I think expected competitiveness creeping in, and I know that might be me, but I want those bases because I love radium.
Yeah, you have a knack for the raids. Big Man was saying that you're spending a lot of time in the raid world. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, had you ever thought about becoming like a captain of the guard on the server and trying to organize those raids to include more people?
Exactly what I was thinking, because one of the thoughts behind having the outposts. So my outposts look rather similar. You could say they're a little bit like police stations. So, you know, I spread them out deliberately, and most of them in places where I can get to quickly using quick travel. Now, of course, if we had horses, that would be something else.
Yeah, speaking of horses, are you looking forward to the new mounts that are coming in December?
Yeah, that'd be great. Anything to get me from one place to another quicker would be great. I've actually started to develop some highways in my realm. So actually to bridge some gaps. I don't have the new DLC with the road bridges, but I really want to get hold of those because I think that'd be very useful. But yeah, like making roads get from place to place, and obviously horses even helps that further.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see that being something that we could work on to do. So tell me about the funniest thing that ever happened to you while you were on this server.
Well, I'll think back a little while. It was I was up on top of a tower, and we were about to set up for an interview. And one of the speakers here just rolled over backwards and went over down the back.
Took quite the spill,
That was
huh?
one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Well timed, I would say, at that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the first episode of Immortal Thoughts, brought to you by Mystic Enigma's Boat of Debauchery and lots of fun. Please make sure to check her out for tattoos, alcoholic beverages, potions, and lots of dancers. Coming soon,
Hell yeah.
a dance floor for all of your wildest nightclubbing needs. As said before, this has been Immortal Thoughts. You guys enjoy your time in the wastelands.